will confuse them to come to the market.
Congratulations to the media. You have done incredible work.
In 10 years, it will shock you what it does.
The Senate observed that PPP has consistently engaged in underhanding.
Position, you don't
when your brother is producing something and you patronizing your brother.
Listen to Planet's 101.1 FM news at 7 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. with our news in special English at 2:30 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Planet's Radio 101.1 FM, evolving around you.
President Bola Tinubu urges Nigerian Muslims to emulate virtues of Prophet Muhammad in celebration of Eid-el-Maulud. Former Vice President Yemi appointed as new chair of Board of Directors for Climate Action Platform for Africa. Speaker of House of Representatives Abbas Tajudeen declares 2 seats vacant, urges INEC to organize by-elections for concerned federal constituencies. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Bola Tinubu urges Nigerian Muslims to emulate virtues of Prophet Muhammad in celebration of Eid-el-Maulud. Former Vice President Yemi appointed as new chair of the Board of Directors for Climate Action Platform for Africa. Speaker of House of Representatives Abbas Tajudeen declares 2 seats vacant, urges INEC to organize by-elections for concerned federal constituencies. The foreign scene, U.S. President. In the news at noon. President Bola Tinubu urges Nigerian Muslims to emulate virtues of Prophet Muhammad in celebration of Eid-el-Maulud. Former Vice President Yemi appointed as new chair of Board of Directors for Climate Action Platform for Africa. Speaker of House of Representatives Abbas Tajudeen declares 2 seats vacant, urges INEC to organize by-elections for concerned federal constituencies. Foreign scene, U.S. President's heading to Gabon in wake of coup. Sports outlet Osimhen agent Roberto calendar threatens legal action against Napoli for market strike and social media. Details coming up shortly.
news at noon. President Bola Tinubu urges Nigerian Muslims to emulate virtues of Prophet Muhammad in celebration of Eid-el-Maulud. Former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo appointed as new chair of Board of Directors for Climate Action Platform for Africa. Speaker of House of Representatives Abbas Tajudeen declares 2 seats vacant, urges INEC to organize by-elections for concerned federal constituencies. On the foreign scene, U.S. purses aid to Gabon in wake of coup. In sports, Victor Osimhen's agent Roberto calendar threatens legal action against Napoli for mocking striker on social media. The details of these stories and more in a moment. Good afternoon and welcome to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM Uyo. My name is Xavier Robert and apologies for coming behind schedule. On our first report this afternoon, President Bola Tinubu has urged Nigerian Muslims to emulate the virtues of Prophet Muhammad as they celebrate the Eid-el-Maulud. The president, in a statement by his spokesman, Ajuri Ngalale, said beyond celebrating the day marking the birthday of the Holy Prophet, the period should be used for deep introspection and fervent prayers. Urging religious leaders to use the period to pray for the country, Tinubu urged them to admonish their followers to take the appropriate lessons from Prophet Muhammad's life in their commitment to the country. President Tinubu also urged Muslims celebrating the Maulud festival to extend their hand of fellowship to the needy and vulnerable in the spirit of the season while praying for the country and her leaders at all levels. Away from that, former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has been named the new chair of the Board of Directors for the Climate Action Platform for Africa, CAP-A. Osinbajo will assist CAP-A with the next phase of the growth and their mission of unlocking Africa's potential as a global hub for climate change, for climate action. A statement issued by the CAP-A founder James Mwangi said they were honored to have Professor Osinbajo join the CAP-A board of directors as chair. Meanwhile, accepting the offer, Osinbajo in a short statement on his Instagram page said he was excited to drive climate action across Africa alongside an incredible team. On infrastructures now, the Minister of Works Dave Umahi has declared that no existing federal road can last up to 7 years. He said the verdict was based on findings gathered during his recent road inspection tour, crisscrossing the entire nation, noting that some roads are riddled with potholes and have deteriorated into boreholes. The minister expressed his dissatisfaction over the poor jobs done by the contractors over the years, while addressing contractors from the 6 geopolitical zones at the ministry headquarters in Abuja. Expressing his dismay at how contractors cheat Nigerians with the materials they use to construct roads in the country, the minister said the contractors have been in the habit of increasing the cost of their projects to swindle the country through contract variation and the use of asphalt materials, which are subject to the international price of crude oil. The former Ebonyi governor also questioned the unauthorized additional work undertaken by contractors and urged them to obtain proper authorization. He emphasized the importance of thorough documentation and clearance procedures, making it clear that contracts would not be signed without the necessary design plans and original road blueprints. To the Green Chambers now, where the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajudeen Abbas, has declared 2 seats vacant and called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to organize by-elections for the concerned federal constituencies. The 2 seats became vacant following the appointment of Tanko Sonono and Olubunmi Tunjiojo as Minister of State for Education and Minister of Interior, respectively, by President Bola Tinubu. The decision to declare the seats vacant followed the reading of their resignation letters at the plenary session. Sunjojo was elected to represent the Akoko North East and Akoko North West federal constituency of Ondo State, while Sonono was elected to represent the Yori Shanta Ngaski federal constituency of Kebbi State. Now, business news, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Yemi has promised that his administration would inculcate a culture of compliance into the Apex Bank by adhering strictly to the CBN Act 2007. Cardoso assured the Senate, while responding to questions at his screening, that he believes that the Central Bank under their watch will have no choice but to embrace a culture of compliance. Regarding some of his predecessors breaching legislation, the former Citibank Nigeria chairman assured the lawmakers that such will not happen during their administration, adding that his team would not tolerate such behavior. Back here, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno has reaffirmed the resolve of his administration to chart a course for Akwa Ibom youths in entrepreneurship, with a charge on them to maintain consistency and resilience as fundamentals to prosperity. The governor gave the assurance while addressing the 2023 Ibom Ignite conference tagged "Stretch My Story, My Business," held at Ibom Leadership and Entrepreneurial Development Center, Ibom LED, IBB Way, Uyo. The governor lauded the ingenuity of the organizers of the Ibom Ignite conference and the Ibom LED team for creating the platforms to create genius out of Akwa Ibom youths.
Whatever you're going through today is a school for your tomorrow. So attend that school well. Look for people that have succeeded and emulate them. Pay the price to learn. Be an apprentice to somebody. Your business and what you believe in will take your time. Focus on what you're doing. Run this race with patience. Don't do this one and do this one and do this one, because there's a cloud of witnesses watching you. Some are clapping for you to go on. Some are watching you saying you should fail. So run the business. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. Don't make anyone your standard. Look unto him.
Governor said Akwa Ibom youths deserve more than being treated as mere tools in the hands of politicians to be used and discarded after achieving their wishes, noting that the intent of the Ibom Ignite project matches the goals of the Arise agenda, which he recalled were part of his campaign promises to the people. He therefore cautioned the youths against availing themselves to be used by politicians to foment trouble in the state, or be swayed by sponsored propaganda against the government, warning them not to seek popularity by creating chaos. He further clarified that Ibom Ignite does not have any political undertones, explaining that the selection process, which was by online registration, was fair and unbiased. He therefore encouraged young people to be proud of being industrious and consider whatever their hands find to do at the moment as a school for their future, assuring that the state government would rather boost the economy through support for entrepreneurship than encourage involvement in politics as first and only career without an initial venture to fall back.
If I go out there and I see young people, you give them 1 naira, 2 naira, it doesn't mean anything to them. If I see young people that are prepared to say we are here, we want to take our destiny in our hands, I will work with you. And that's a promise. But I need to identify you first. On this note, I wish to declare this event open to the benefit of our children, our young ones, our young entrepreneurs that will lead this nation tomorrow. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Speaking on the essence of the program, the chairman, Ibom Ignite Planning Committee, Pastor Imobasi Jacob, said Ibom Ignite was birthed in 2017 as a non-profit visionary program by Pastor Umoino out of a desire to salvage the trend of endless waiting for ready-made jobs by unemployed graduates. Government House correspondent Jane Owa reports that Jacob therefore explained that the vision of Ibom Ignite is therefore built around how the teeming young populace can be properly engaged and stimulated to embrace the culture of enterprise and help them arise to the challenge of the present economic and business dynamics for prosperity and development of the society. Hence the theme, Stretch, My Story, My Business. You're listening to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. We always take a breather and then bring you more stories from the foreign sports and entertainment scenes. Do stay with us.
Sister Dada,
I don't know. I can't think of the for us in Bong.
Young Canando, Denke, I come on, get away from someone. I'm here, no Kurio, and anything okay, kill him Canando.
Yeah, Broidoma. I want for you, get messy. I'm a boss, and one of us, and young to test me so.
You, a sister Dada, and you're okay.
I mean, I'm the young mother with you on moving me.
Dear Sister Dada, and the song, go for what to go to Planet Radio 101.1 FM.
Right away, my men, Sabot, a familiar on Coxay Power, trying to move a more cake with Tanko.
You, it by them.
I won't go make a tie to it.
Come up with it to I want for them yet many, I can say I can't pay 10 rubles. What to make you to go over can I get down my cook?
Kutanga, and I can more.
Abuka, you for you, but plaza close. Eh, Sangakuswa Kites in the Kuyo. I'm not for code. It quick take quick it's okay, Tiaba, Ita, Iba.
Right away, my good Tanga. Many
thanks for staying tuned. Now on to the foreign scene, where the U.S. says it is halting its aid to Gabon following last month's coup. In a statement, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that the United States is pausing certain foreign assistance programs that benefit the government of Gabon. He said the temporary measure was in line with actions taken by the regional Central African Bloc, the African Union AU, and other global partners following the coup. Recall that Gabon's membership of the Economic Community of Central African States, ECOWAS, and the AU were suspended following the coup. Blinken, however, noted that the operational activities in the country were continuing, including diplomatic and consular operations to support U.S. citizens. Now in sports, Victor Osimhen's agent Roberto has threatened to take legal action against Napoli after the club mocked the striker on social media. Calenda said they reserve the right to take legal action and any useful initiative to protect Victor, stressing that what happened on Napoli's official profile on the TikTok platform is not acceptable. Napoli reportedly shared a video on their TikTok account showing the striker missing a penalty against Bologna with a high-pitched voice saying, "Give me penalty, please," dubbed over the top. Meanwhile, the post has since been deleted. The Nigerian international Osimhen joined Napoli for a club record 81.3 million euros in the summer of 2020, and he was integral to helping them win a first Serie A title in 33 years last season, scoring 26 goals in 32 league appearances. The 24-year-old, who was heavily linked with Chelsea and Manchester United this summer, has scored 3 goals in 6 appearances this campaign. And on the entertainment news, Hollywood writers have ended their strike after nearly 5 months. The Writers Guild of America said in a statement that union leaders voted unanimously to lift the restraining order and end the strike. Its 11,500 members will then vote on whether to approve a 3-year deal that offers pay raises and protections around use of artificial intelligence. The writers' walkout began on May 2, which members of the Screen Actors Guild joined on July 13, making it the longest strike to affect Hollywood. They were striking in a row over pay and the use of artificial intelligence in the industry. It's been the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. But before we go, a quick recap of the major stories. President Bola Tinubu has urged Nigerian Muslims to emulate the virtues of Prophet Muhammad as they celebrate the Eid-el-Maulud. Former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has been named the new chair of the Board of Directors for the Climate Action Platform for Africa, CAP-A. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajudeen Abbas, has declared 2 seats vacant and called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to organize by-elections for the concerned federal constituencies. On the foreign scene, we told you that the U.S. says it is halting its aid to Gabon following last month's coup. And sports reported that Victor Osimhen's agent, Roberto, has threatened to take legal action against Napoli after the club mocked the striker on social media. For comments and coverage of newsworthy events, to call our newsroom on 0812-770-2940. Visit our website on planet101fm.ng and follow us on Twitter at planet_101fm. Also like our Facebook page at planet101fm Uyo. The news was edited by Jane Uwa. As we end the news, stay safe, be vigilant, and on the lookout. Pray as well for the safe return of all abducted corps members from Akwa Ibom State. My name is Xavier Roberts, wishing you a terrific afternoon and to enjoy the rest of our programming today. Bye for now.